Hello everyone, my name is Tyro and welcome to another episode of Honkai Impact. In today's video, we are going to look at version 4.5 update of CN version, in which we have Honkai Impact and Neon Genesis Evangelion collaboration. We have new collab battlesuit Asuka, we have new free VD skin and Asuka skin. We also have new collab stigma, and also we have a new event stigma, and of course we have new collab storyline and a lot of new gameplay. So without further ado, let's jump into the storyline. So at first you can already see our bridge interface is totally different. Everything here is Evangelion-ish. Of course, when we receive 4.5 update, the first thing that you want before the update, there's some activity over here where the game requires you to share something, and you will be rewarded for sharing in terms of ticketing or crystal. So remember to do it even before the update. When you see version 4.5 preview, share everything, then you will get 3 crystal over here. So once the update arrive, what you want to do, you go to here and you want to clear all the storyline over here, part 1 and part 2. And let me tell you, there is 2 really new gameplay over here. The first one that we got is the racing mechanism, and secondly we got to see the Godfather in action. Not only in the first form, but also the second form that you guys will see later on in the preview. So let me give you some sneak peek of the new gameplay. Alright, how is it? Does it excite you? The new motorcycle gameplay, and you get to battle those angels with Godfather. Then afterward we have some daily quests that you need to do. After you complete it all, you will unlock challenge over here. There's a total of 12 challenges, and of course I have not completed everything. And of course you need to gather some materials. I mean 2 kind of material. The first material over here, you will clear it by doing the dailies, and you will get to upgrade your Valkyrie skills over here, your Godfather skill, and you got to upgrade your bike as well. That's totally awesome. So Of course, one of the highlights in version 4.5 is the collab battlesuit Asuka, and I have not gone through all the training over here. So let's just let's go through it together, and I will give you some preview of her skill abilities. So we have Asuka over here. How does she looks like in Honkai Impact? Personally, I think she looks awesome. And behind her, she is holding the spear of Longinus, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the spear that comes from the Seed of Life in Evangelion. So let's just quickly go through her skills. So her leader skill is, when Asuka arrives at the battlefield, team total damage will be increases by 24%. If all three battlesuits in the team is bio, increase damage to the shield by 50%. Basically, she is a shield breaker. Of course, the Asuka that I'm looking at here is SS rank Asuka. So let's look at her basic attack. So she has 5 sequences of basic attack, and every basic attack recovers some special meter over here. When there's only one enemy in the battlefield, physical damage increased by 30%. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th ignore interrupt increases, and the total damage received will be reduced by 30%. QT, when enemy is not airborne, it triggers 3 seconds of global time fracture, and it deals 900% of attack in terms of physical damage. Then we have her unique playstyle, which is the charge attack. So Asuka has 2 special meter, and each special meter consists of 100 points, so total is a 200 point. Alright. So long press to enter charge mode. During the charging mode, she will receive less total damage by 80%, and the character will be in iron body. So depending on the duration of your charge attack, it will have different effect. So the first charge attack, it will consume 100 special point, and it will launch Asuka to the enemy and deals 4 times 100% of attack in terms of physical damage. So the second charge attack, I presume is if you press it longer, you will consume 200 points of special meter. Also launch Asuka to the enemy and deals 3 times 100 plus 700% of attack in terms of physical damage. In I would say burst mode, charge attack, the first style will recover 5 SP, and the charge attack of the second style will recover 15 SP. After each charge attack, Asuka receives a shield. The next time Asuka receives attack, that attack will be reduced by 50% in terms of total damage. So in over here, the charge attack skill number 1, under non-burst mode charge attack number 2 will recover 50 special point. And the second skill is the second charge attack total damage against non-shield enemy will be increased by 20%, and the last hit on enemy will deal additional 150% of attack in terms of physical damage after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds of your last damage. A bit confusing, never mind. The last one will be the charge attack. The charge attack number 1 deals additional 100%. It doesn't mention 100% of what. 100% damage against a shield enemy. In burst mode, charge attack damage increased by 50% against shield enemy. I'm not sure whether is it in terms of total damage or physical damage. It's written over here. Alright, so now her ultimate. Her ultimate will allow Asuka to enter into burst mode, and there's some changes in terms of attack. The first 3 sequence, base attack sequence, will deal physical damage, and the charge attack can skip the charging period to directly release the charge attack number 2. So when during your burst mode, click your ultimate button again to launch a spear to the enemy and deals 1500 plus 15 times 50% plus 500% of attack in terms of physical damage, then exit burst mode. So the ultimate have 18-second cooldown, and if you consume 100 SP, the duration of burst mode is 12 seconds. So when you're entering burst mode, Asuka will receive 200 special meter immediately. And during burst mode, every second Asuka will recover 30 points of special meter. So during burst mode, when there's character on field, enemy on the field will receive 20% more physical damage. Skill number 2, during burst mode, character will receive 30% less total damage and have increased ignore interrupt. So the third skill, so during burst mode, increase crit rate by 15%, charge attack, and this one I'm not too sure. I think it's an evasion skill. I might be wrong, don't quote me on this. And the ultimate attack, crit damage will be increased by 30%. So let's look at her passive. Her passive is a special meter which has a maximum of 200 points. And the first skill is Asuka will have initial 100 points of special meter. So skill number 2, when Asuka HP fall into 0, she will receive 1.5 seconds of invulnerability and recover 30% of max HP. And in 6 second duration, every second will recover 5% of maximum HP, and he has a cooldown of 2 minutes. So basically this is a really good survivability skill. Alright, so skill number 3, when the character destroy a shield, recover 5 SP. It has 10 seconds of cooldown. So the evasion skills in V3. So Asuka can evade twice. Upon ultimate evasion, Asuka will consume evasion skill to trigger 3 seconds of time fracture, cooldown 15 seconds. After ultimate evasion, press attack to trigger ultimate evasion attack, which deal 4 times 120 attack of physical damage and recover 60 points of special. So skill number 1, ultimate evasion attack damage, physical damage increased by 30%, and the second skill is in V3, cooldown is shortened by 3 seconds. So the core playstyle of Asuka is the best when against a single enemy. Second one is against shield, and the third one I think is the physical damage debuff over here, and the fourth is her unique playstyle, which is her charge attack, which I will show you guys. Actually, we've gone through the tutorial after this, and we actually have additional SP over here. So SP skill, whenever character use a charge attack number 1 or charge attack number 2, it will trigger special attack animation by clicking attack button after your charge attack. It will do 300% of attack in terms of physical damage, and during burst mode it will deal 600 damage of attack in terms of physical damage and recover 50 special points. So special skill number 2, it says your special attack in special skill number 1 has a 20% increase in terms of total damage, and if you recover 4 SP. Okay, special skill number 3. Under non-burst mode, Asuka special attack hit an enemy. It will allow a teammate to receive enhancement for 12 seconds. The duration can be refreshed. When Asuka is off special skill, whenever teammate attack an enemy, Asuka will recover 3 points of SP. So the entire team will share 1 second cooldown. So SP number 4, Asuka special attack hit an enemy, Asuka will recover 60 points of health. Right. So that's it about Asuka. So since we are here, I might as well explain her signature weapon, the spear or lance of Longitudinous. Her active skill, SP requirement is 0, but have a cooldown of 25 seconds. So like Durandal spear, it's actually basically a throw skill and will deal a lot of damage. And of course, when there's a icon flashing on the enemy, you can use the skill without consuming the SP. So the highlight of this weapon, the first one is if you deal additional damage to the shield, and when it's equipped on Asuka, the charge attack and the special attack total damage will be, and also the ultimate total damage will be increased by 15%, and the crit rate will be increased by 15%. So the passive skill, character will gain 30% of physical damage increase. Throw skill will mark an enemy for 30 seconds. Refreshable. Any teammate that use a combo or charge attack against the enemy with the mark symbol. If you trigger the spear of longitudinous to attack, if you deal 100% of attack of physical damage, and that damage is scaled by the current teammate. The entire team will share a 3-second cooldown. When equipped on Asuka, the spear of longitudinous assist attack will cover Asuka 3 special points. Alright, all in all, I think it's very specific to Asuka. So we have brand new 3 collab event stigma that you probably don't want to miss it. The first one is Asuka herself is stigma T pieces. It increases physical damage by 20% after charge attack hit an enemy. Within 4 seconds, the character will gain 30% of crit damage, refreshable. So the second stigma is Ray. The mid part, total damage increased by 20%. If there's only one enemy, crit damage will increase by 20%. So I think I can't remember her name. I assume Misato. Anyway, this is the bottom pieces. It increases your crit rate by 15%. So every time you hit one enemy and your next attack is at the same target, your physical damage will increase by 3%. Maximum is 15%. And if you did not hit the same target, or if you hit another target, your physical buff will be reset. We can see this set of stigma is very specific against a single enemy. I'm not too sure what is the performance on Memorial Arena. I only see it will be used widely against single enemy like bosses, or even in Memorial Arena or Abyss. So, 2-piece effect. When charge attack hit an enemy, if there's no other enemy within 8-meter radius, character will gain additional 45% of total damage for 6 seconds. So 3 pieces, charge attack deals additional 200% of attack in terms of physical damage. It has a 6 seconds of cooldown. If equipped on Asuka charge attack will physical damage will be increased by 40%. Under burst mode, cooldown is the additional damage cooldown is decreased by 3%. So I might make another episode on this, comparing to other physical stigma and the commonly used stigma in Memorial Arena. Okay, that's it. Finally, we've gone through the academic part. So let's see her mechanic. So Asuka is a bio-type physical damage character. So she has 5 basic attack, and you can see it recovers some special meter over here. After Asuka uses charge attack, she can use a normal attack to trigger special attack. Alright. So special attack can mark enemy. Any teammate attack against a marked enemy can recover SP for Asuka. So how is it being done? How was it being marked? Alright, Battle Suit trial number 2, let's go! So Asuka Ultimate Evasion will consume evasion skill to trigger global time fracture. So after ultimate evasion, you can click attack button to trigger ultimate evasion attack, and it has a SP recovery option. So enter burst mode by using ultimate. So basic attack will be enhanced, and your charge attack will become number 2, and you can click ultimate again to use the finisher attack. Brutality. So cool. Battle Suit number 3, let's go! The Spear of Longitudinous is lance type weapon that can increases character physical damage, and the Spear of Longitudinous active skill can mark an enemy. So this is the mark. Whenever your teammate uses a combo attack or a charge attack, if you trigger Spear of Longitudinous assist attack, so every hit on the enemy it will recover Asuka some special meter. So let's see the marking again. So you can see this is the marking. Let's see how. You see? Can you see those spear hitting the enemy? It's kinda cool. It's kinda neat. Battle Suit trial number 4, let's go! So this is the demo by Chan on how to use Asuka and her team comp. And finally we can actually use Celestial Hymn with Starlight Astrologus together, finally! So Asuka special skill to mark the enemy, then switch into Celestial Hymn. Unleash everything ultimate and the debuff, then switch in with Asuka ultimate attack, then after Asuka use charge attack and special attack, unleash every other ultimate. Alright, I think let me give it a few try, then we conclude Battle Suit trial number 4. So the first one is mark the enemy. And ultimate attack, switch back to here. Charge attack, and followed by attack. And mess up. Did I mess up? I did mess up. Holy crap, this combo. I hope it doesn't break my computer or my handphone doing all this crazy combo. Also, if you get Asuka Battle Suit aspect, she yelling you baka, hentai parrot, anything bad that you can actually think of. Pretty much she has a foul mouth, but I think that's her charm anyway. Alright, let me show you some other highlight from version 4.5. So the first one over here, we have an event stigma. I think this one is the real Misato. Oh, I can't remember. Right, we have anyway we have a free 3-star event stigma over here that you can collect, and we have a special emblem, the Godfather Awakening emblem over here, and of course we have Asuka battlesuit herself, and the third one we have Asuka costume, free costume. Okay, so over here in the shop you can exchange for Asuka frag, event stigma, and the skin. And let's see what else. Tons of crystal over here. And also in 4.5, the gacha will be Asuka, and you get Asuka in 24 pools if you ever need. If you don't need, then it's fine. And you get to pull the spear of Longitudinous and the stigma. And we have Versus of Reason dual skin. You can actually choose the red series or the purple series. Why do they mean that? Why can't we have both? Why can't we have both? Oh man, I kinda like the red one. Oh yeah, you don't have to grind so hard for Anna, because in 4.5 they actually released Anna stigma over here. Oh, so if you don't want to waste any more like your material to get Anna, you can actually spend your crystal over here. Yes, we actually have a new VD skin. So let me just show you guys quickly over here. Now Kiana looks like a pirate in this battlesuit. She looks so cool. And do you notice something? Her hairstyle is now a ponytail. And of course, there's ton. Remember to collect your daily rewards over here. And I think that's pretty much is version 4.5 is. If you want to save crystal to pull the stigma, event stigma, better do it now, because I'm not too sure whether this collab stigma have a rerun. I'm pretty sure any event collabs won't have a rerun. Pretty much sure of it. So do not ever miss this collab and prepare for the fullness. Alright, that's it. I'll see you guys next time.